So I heard some rumblings last night that there was going to be a big performance live with two stars that we love dearly, and that they were going to sing on the Grammys together. So I picked up the phone and I called Jack,
Jack,
over at CBS,
right.
and I said, Jack, what's going on with these two? Are they going to do something together? And Jack says, Ryan, I cannot confirm that. I cannot deny that.
Oh. Well, that's your answer,
There'll
right?
be a press release at some point later, but I can't confirm it or deny it. However, if you want to call the girls and put them on the air, go for it.
Oh.
The Grammys on CBS this weekend. Going to be pretty sweet. So let me bring up the team known as Miley and Taylor.
What's up? Hey.
Hey, girls.
City, by the way.
Thank you for
I was waiting. I was listening to Single Ladies.
Single Ladies. Put a ring on it. Hey, thanks for getting up early and
You got it. I was dancing.
thanks for getting up early and calling us. We got both Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus. And when I found out that this was going to happen at the Grammys, I was pretty psyched. How did it come about that you're going to do a duet together?
I was excited too.
You're Taylor.
Oh, well, we were trying to figure out different things that could be cool and different combinations. And, I wanted to play one of my songs, 15, and we were thinking about it and we brought it back to the Grammys. And we all kind of came to consensus of, wouldn't it be cool if Miley was up there too and we were singing together? And she said yes, and we're really excited about it.
I mean,
Yes.
we have to just take a step back for a second, girls. Miley, you're 16. Taylor, you're 19. And you're singing together at the Grammys. That is huge.
Yeah, and if you listen to the song, what I think the lyrics are, they're very inspiring, especially. And I think we're also a lot of girls will come up to me. I know they do the same thing to Taylor, and a lot of girls are inspired by us. So I think this song is very much kind of giving our advice and showing how powerful you can be if you have a good friend, and can kind of help you make it do anything. And this song is pretty perfect for the Grammys.
One of the lyrics is, count to 10, take it in. This is life before you know who you are going to be, 15. You sit in class next to the redhead Abigail. Oh, Abigail. Abigail gets a shout-out.
Abigail's real, too.
Abigail's
I started
real?
laughing when I heard that.
You sit in a class
I pictured Abigail. I was like, wait a second.
next to redhead Abigail, and soon enough, your best friends laughing in the other girls' eyes. They think they're so cool. We'll be out of here soon as we can. Well, what is the essence of this song, Taylor?
Well, it's a song that I wrote about my freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
It's a song that I wrote about all you think you know when you're 15. It was honestly the last year of my life that I thought I knew everything. And, I just wrote about all the different things that happened. My best friend got her heart broken when we were 15. I had my first boyfriend when I was 15. And all these things that you learn, I'm just really glad that I was able to put it into words, all the things that happened that year.
Yep.
And Miley and I both had crazy years at 15.
I was going to say, Miley, didn't you have a rough year when you were 15?
Yeah, I was on tour when I turned 15, actually. So it was definitely a little bit different than the song. But I think no matter what you're doing, you can be touring the world with the Jonas Brothers, or you can be in high school. It doesn't really matter. I think you're going to go through the same thing, just kind of thinking you know everything and not really thinking there's anything else to learn, and that you're kind of on top of the world and blah, 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 blah. And this song kind of shows how quickly that can go downhill and how the only thing you're left with is your best friends and, a learning experience.
Miley, Taylor, how well did you know each other before you started talking about doing this song on the Grammys?
We've known each other for a while.
Oh, really?
Very well.
Really long.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you guys could obviously bond, and I feel like your parents could probably hang out and bond a little bit too.
Our moms are definitely cool with each other. When we were what was the last thing we were doing? Was it the AMA, Taylor?
The CMAs, and we were all hanging out.
Yeah, the CMAs, and our moms were so funny. So they were backstage, and I remember Taylor was getting ready for Let's Dance and was dancing to the Lady Gaga song. And before I started dancing, and our moms were over there talking, so it was really cool.
Taylor, do you call Miley when you're going through something tough?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've completely been there for each other, and whenever I'm out in LA, I'm hanging out with her, and whenever she's in Nashville, which she is right now.
And I'm going to see you tomorrow.
I know.
Yay.
Oh, sweet.
What are you guys doing tomorrow? Rehearsing?
Rehearsing and hanging out.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so a couple things here. Miley, we just found out Miley got a new car. You got rid of the Porsche Cayenne, now you've got a Prius?
Yes, let me tell you why.
Why?
Because first of all, the Porsche is really hard to drive. I thought I could drive that thing. I got in it and I was like, okay, hold the phone. This thing is huge. So I got in it and it was really bad. Like, I'm really into the environment. I'm always like telling people, to get more into it, and there are different ways to stay green. And then I'm driving like this big old tank, and I'm like, that could not be any more hypocritical. So I got rid of it. Actually, one of our friends bought it from us, which was awesome. And then my dad came into my room the other night, and I was working on some music, and he was like, do you know what your dad wants to do today? And I said, what, Dad? And he goes, I want to buy you a car. And I was like, what? Okay. I was like, well, I just got rid of mine, and we could just go to dinner or something. I'm like, you don't have to do that, to get me to hang out with you. So I thought that was just his way of suckering me in to go,
Right.
hang out with him.
Right.
So I was like, sure. And then he, was showing me all these different cars. He was showing me, Land Rovers, or whatever they're calling, Mercedes and all that stuff. And I said, no, Dad, what I've always really wanted was the Prius. And so we looked at it. He thought it was a chick car, so he didn't like it that much. But it is a chick car. So my mom loved it, and my parents went out and got it for me. And I took it on my first drive that night, and it was awesome.
Well, Taylor, good news. You don't have to drive all the time. Miley can actually pick you up now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I knew that was coming. She's like, I'm okay, we'll get a driver.
We're good, yeah.
The Grammys are coming up on Sunday, and if you're just joining us here, Miley and Taylor will be doing a duet together, a song called 15, which is really cool. Miley, by the way, has made musical history in the States by becoming the youngest artist to have 2 #1 albums in under a year.
Nice.
And Taylor is setting records. Her album Fearless has been #1 on the charts in the U.S. for the past 8 weeks. Probably it'll be 9 by now, huh?
I don't know. Cross your fingers.
What do you mean? You're crushing it, dude.
Oh, thank
Me
you.
and my dad were talking about it the other day. We were rooting. We were like, what do we have to do? We were so excited for her. It's such a cool deal because when my dad had Achy Breaky, his album was doing the same thing. He was there for, I think, 14 weeks or something nuts. And he's like, it's the biggest rush because every week you rush to go look at a newspaper or the closest computer to see what's going on. It's really crazy. So I'm really proud of you. I haven't got to tell you that, but I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Your dad, he and I were talking one night, and he was sort of talking about how quickly things happen in the business. And, he's been through so much and throughout the years. And I think he says this to you. He told me that he gives you the lecture about making sure you realize the moment and you enjoy all of it because you're going a million miles per hour and you don't get this stuff back.
Yeah, my dad's really funny. He's my parents are actually complete opposites, but that's how I learned opposites attract because my dad doesn't want me to plan anything. I'll honestly be like, well, tomorrow. He's like, no, don't even think about it. He's like, don't even think about it. What are you doing tonight? I'm like,
Right.
Well, I don't know, Dad. And I'm like, well, I can't stay out too late with you or, play music too long, so I got to get up. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, tomorrow will take care of itself, which I kind of like living like that. And then my mom is totally like, well, in 6 months you have to be here. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't really matter right now. So my dad is very much about living in the moment, and I think that's what's kept my dad so inspired and kept him, tell them to keep going because, my dad definitely did have ups and downs, and now he is back. He's shooting a movie right now, and he's back, ready to work, and he's having a good time. So I think that's really cool that he's been able to keep his head up high through everything.
He's a good man. Miley, Cyrus, and Taylor Swift with us, breaking the news that they'll be performing together a song on the Grammys. Hey, by the way, Miley, this new track you have is awesome. It's really
Final?
Yeah, no, there's another one. Isn't there another one they played for me?
The Climb?
Yeah, The Climb.
Oh, The Climb.
It's The Climb. Not
Thank
Fly
you.
on the Wall is fine. I heard that, but The Climb, I think, is going to rock the charts. It's a really good
I
song.
hope so. We've been, I did it at the inauguration. I did a lot of cool things, and it's had really good responses. And we're releasing it on Disney in just a couple days, so I'm stoked.
I am too. And Taylor Swift. Taylor just announced that you, Taylor, are going on your first headlining tour. So we have got tickets to that show every hour all
I'm
week
so
after the
excited.
Sleaze. The tour kicks
Thank you
off
so much.
April 23rd in Evansville, Indiana. And Kelly Pickler's opening for you, your other buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I mean, bringing your really good friend out on the road with you is something that you're lucky to get to do. And I'm just so excited. I've been opening up for people for a really long time, and I've been collecting all these ideas and all these crazy things I want to do. And I'm so excited. And thank you for talking about it on air and giving away tickets. It's awesome.
Of course. I mean, dude, you're playing Staples Center here in L.A. It's huge.
I'm so excited. I can't believe it. They told me that. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Taylor playing Staples Center in Los Angeles, May 22nd. Tickets go on sale this Friday. You want to get them. They're going to sell out 10 a.m. at all Ticketmaster outlets. And congratulations, girls, on all of the girl power success here. I appreciate you getting up early and calling.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hey, I'll see you at the red carpet. Make sure you have the right response when I ask, who are you wearing? We'll see you out there.
Cool.
Bye.
Later, girls.
See ya.